Hey there, are you curious about Noteful?
Yes.
Well, in this video, you're going to learn how to use your reading journal PDF with the free version of the Noteful app. Noteful might not be as popular as other apps like GoodNotes or Notability, but in my opinion, it's a solid app that just works well. It is a clean, straightforward interface that's great for beginners. It's also one of the most affordable, coming in only at a one-time payment of $4.99 for the Pro version, with access to all the full features. The free version is still pretty awesome though, so I'll make sure to cover everything you need to know. Now I know learning something new can give us a tiny bit of anxiety, so to make it easier to follow along, I've broken down your lesson plan today into 3 levels. Level 1 will cover the basics to set up and start using your reading journal with Noteful. Level 2, you're going to learn the key note-taking tools you most likely use. Level 3 will then apply what you've learned directly into the reading journal with these 3 bookish quests. 1. Writing a book review, 2. Creating a mood board, and 3. Filling the bookshelf. And if you complete all 3 levels, you can move on to the bonus level, where you'll discover extra tips to sweeten your digital journaling experience. By the way, here are the tools and setup I'll be using for this tutorial. My iPad 10 Gen, with the iPad OS 17 version, Noteful, the free version, and an Apple Pencil dupe. So grab your iPad and whatever stylus that works, and let's dive into this tutorial. When you first open the Noteful app on your iPad, you're going to be greeted by this home screen. So let me give you a quick orientation so you know what's what. On the left, there is a side panel with different tabs. Selecting the Notebooks tab shows you all the notebooks that you've created on Noteful. In the free version, you get to keep up to 10 notebooks. Notebooks are basically documents consisting of pages of your notes. Selecting the Pin tab shows any notebook or pages that you've pinned. So yes, you can pin any notebook or page, and it'll show up here. One way to organize all your notes are with folders. So you can create a new folder, it'll show up in your Folders tab, and you can move any notebook into the folder. Another way to organize your notes are with tags. You can tag notebooks as well as pages. So these are some tags that have been created by Noteful for demo purposes. Tap on a tag, and the documents with the tag will show up. By the way, folders and tags are just ways to organize notes on Noteful, but you don't really have to use them with your reading journal if you don't see the need to. Now, looking at the top right corner, you have the search icon. You can use this to find notebooks and pages with a search of their title or tags. Tapping the list icon changes the view between a list or a thumbnail view. You can also sort the view by name, date modified, or date created, and zoom in or zoom out. You can also use a pinch gesture to do this. Tapping on this icon brings out a range of actions for a selected notebook or notebooks. And when you tap on this squiggly thing, it opens the last page of a notebook that you were using. Lastly, if you want to customize your app settings, you can tap here and adjust the settings here. So with Noteful, you can create a notebook like this, with built-in templates provided by the app. But to use our reading journal PDF template or any other PDF on Noteful, you'll have to import the file. Now take note, you'll need to have your reading journal PDF downloaded on your iPad first to then import it. And in my case, anything I download off the web is saved into my Files app, specifically the Downloads folder in the location on my iPad. But if you're using iCloud Drive, you can check to see if your download is in there. So I'll tap on the plus icon here, then tap Import File, and then I'll locate where I've saved my reading journal PDF on my iPad. I'll select the file I want, and then tap Open. This will instantly open the reading journal, and I can start writing and editing on it. If I go back to the home screen, you'll see that the reading journal has been added in my notebooks library. You can rename the journal if you wish to. So let's open the reading journal. In your journal, there are hyperlinks to help you to navigate to pages easily. To use a hyperlink, simply tap and hold, and this will take you to the connected page. Now, if you just tap it once like this, it's not going to work. So remember, tap and hold. Okay, so I've already imported my reading journal covers PDF onto Noteful, as you can see here. And if you recall, we learned how to import PDFs earlier in this video, so the steps are the same. Now I'm going to open this and tap on the overview icon here. I'll check out the journal covers, and once I've decided on which one I like, I'll select it and then tap copy. So now I'm going to paste this page into my reading journal. Let's close the window. And you'll see I have my reading journal open in the background from the tab up here. So I can just tap on this to switch to my reading journal. But if it's not open already, then it won't show up as a tab. So just go back to the home screen and you can open the journal from there. Now when I'm on my reading journal, I'll tap the overview and navigate to my current cover page. Tap to select it and then tap paste to add the journal cover I copied. But I don't want to have two cover pages in my journal, so I'm going to delete the old one by hitting delete. So that's how you change your cover. And as you can see from the home screen, the change is updated here too. With a reading journal like this, you might want to add pages to it from time to time, and you can use page templates to do so. For example, in the tracker section of your journal, you have pages like these, which are basically templates you can reuse. Let's say you want to add more than one TBR page to your journal. So when you're on the TBR page, tap on this insert icon, then tap page, and tap on current. And just like that, you've added a second TBR page. You can add a third, a fourth, and so on. And do this with any of the other page templates as well. If you want to delete any extra pages, then just tap on the three dots and select Delete Page. Now, aside from the journal cover pages, I don't recommend deleting any of the original pages that come with the reading journal. Because if you delete a page that is connected to a hyperlink, then that hyperlink is also deleted. The hyperlink won't have a page to go to. But rest assured, for the other hyperlinks in the journal, which are not connected to the deleted page, those will still work. Look, you've made it to level 2. Now is the fun part. We're going to learn all the note-taking tools that you gotta know, so you can express all your thoughts, feelings, and creativity. When you're inside a notebook or say a PDF document, this is how the note-taking interface looks. The main thing I want to introduce to you first is this toolbar. On it, you'll find some of the tools you most likely use. This includes the pen tool, highlighter, shape, tape, eraser, text, image, lasso, and stickers. You can customize the toolbar by tapping on the three dots, select this tab, and then Customize Toolbar. And now you can toggle on or off the tools that you want to show or hide. And you can also adjust the position of the tools within the toolbar. Let's tap on the three dots again, select this View tab, and now you can switch up the position of the toolbar. To use a tool, simply tap on it. Let's select the pen. When you tap on it again, you can choose the pen style you want to use. There are 3 styles: ball, fountain, and brush. For the ball pen, you can adjust the settings by tapping on this icon, and adjust the motion smoothing. What's motion smoothing? Well, you can just tap on this question mark and there will be a little explanation. And you can do the same for the fountain pen, which has more settings you can customize. The same goes for the brush pen, and you can always reset to the default settings by tapping here. Now you can also pick the pen size from these 5 slots and adjust it from 0.1 to 5 mm. So play around with the styles and sizes to find the pen setup that works best for you. To choose the color of your pen, go to the color slots here and tap on one to use the color. You can change the color by tapping on it again. Now you can change the color with the grid, wheel, or add your own hex code. And there's also the eyedropper to help you to pick any color from your screen so you can use it to match colors exactly. For instance, let me try this with this background here. And you can see it's picked up this bluish gray that matches the background. With the free version of Noteful, you get up to 3 color slots for quick access to your favorite colors. You can use the highlighter tool to highlight handwriting or text to make things stand out. Just like the pen tool, you can pick a size and adjust the size. When you toggle on Draw Straight Lines, it automatically straightens the line when you draw one. When you toggle off, it follows the natural shape of your drawing. And you have up to 3 color slots to choose or change your colors. With the Shape tool, you can add some simple fixed shapes. Edit the shape by tapping on it, and you can adjust the points. You can also use the menu that pops up for a range of actions. For instance, we can change the style, which includes color, style, border size, and opacity. You can also draw a shape with your pen or highlighter. So let's select the pen tool, tap on it again, and go to its Settings tab here. Here I can toggle on the Draw and Hold feature. So now when you hold the pen or the highlighter, at the end of the stroke, it snaps to a shape. You can even adjust the duration of this. Somewhere around 0.8 seconds works pretty well for me. And this is how it works for the pen. It also works the same for the highlighter. To move your shape around, simply tap on it, then touch and drag it to move it around. Make sure to avoid touching the adjustment points. The tape tool. It's usually used as a study aid to help students memorize notes. There are 3 types of tapes to choose from: a lined one, a rectangle one, and something a little more freestyle. And there are many different cute colored patterns. So even if you're not a student, you can use it too. Maybe for aesthetic purposes. To make your notes pretty. The eraser helps you to erase your handwriting, highlights, shapes, and tape. There are 5 eraser sizes to choose from. And if you want to erase a shape or tape, you'll have to toggle this on. The eraser won't work on shapes and tapes when it's disabled. With the text tool selected, tap on the page to bring out the keyboard, and you can start typing away. Let me hide this keyboard for a sec. So you can touch this handle and drag the text box around anywhere on the page to reposition it. You can also resize the text box like this. With the text box selected, tap on it again and bring out the keyboard. On the keyboard toolbar are your options to customize your text. Select the text you want to customize, and you can choose another font from the drop-down list. You can adjust the font size, format your text, choose a text color. You can also customize your text box. Choose a background color, text box style, the border size, and even change the opacity of the background. And of course, you can change the text alignment. If you want to save your text style settings as the default, you can tap here to set as default. Now when you select the text by tapping on it once, it brings up a menu of options that includes resize, where you can not only resize the text box, but also rotate it. And if you double tap on the text, it brings up the keyboard and you can start editing the text further. When you tap on the image tool, you can add images from your iPad's photos library. What's great is that you can add multiple images at a time. Tap on an image and it brings up a menu for a range of options. For instance, you can change the style, add a frame, pick a frame color, and even change the opacity of the image. You can also crop the image, but that's only for the Pro version. Anyway, this is how you resize the image, stretch it, rotate it, and move it around the page. The Lasso tool allows you to select objects on the page. This can be a single object or a bunch of objects and then edit them in multiple ways. You can select objects with the Lasso freehand style or rectangular style. A menu pops up for a range of options which includes cut, copy, duplicate, and delete. Let's tap resize and you can resize and rotate the bunch of objects together. You can also change the style of objects within the selection. And you can take a screenshot of your selection, making adjustments over here like this. Tapping here, you can share and save your screenshot with several options. And if you hit add, it'll add your screenshot image into the page. You can also save your selection as a sticker. We'll cover stickers in a little while. And you can group objects together and later ungroup them. Now arrange allows you to bring an object in front or behind another. For instance, this image here, I can send it behind the text box. And as for layers, it's a little bit more advanced, so I won't be covering it in today's tutorial. Now for a little bit of fun, let's look at the stickers. Tap on the stickers icon and you'll see some stickers provided by Noteful. And let's be honest, it looks a little sad right now. So thankfully we can 1. Create our own stickers in Noteful and 2. Import our own stickers into Noteful. Let's first look at how we can create a sticker. So here's a little something I made with the pen, shape, and text tool. And I can turn this into a sticker. All I have to do is lasso this, tap save, and I can choose to save it as a sticker in an existing collection or in a new one. Let's create a new one, give it a name, and hit done. So now when I tap the stickers icon, I can see my new sticker in the new collection that I just created. Simply tap the sticker to add it to the page. And there will be a menu of options to choose from. Let's try changing the style. We can also import our own stickers into Noteful. On my iPad, I have my reading journal sticker packs already downloaded, as you can see here. To unzip this file, just tap on it. And if you open the folder, you will find several subfolders. Each of them contains PNG stickers that belong to a specific category. Here's how we import these PNG files into Noteful. So on Noteful, tap on the stickers icon and tap on this plus icon to import file. Locate the stickers, and let's import the baby dragon PNG stickers. Tap on one, then select all, and tap open. I'm going to create a new collection and call it Baby Dragons. And that's how you can use your own PNG stickers by importing them as a sticker collection on Noteful. Let's move up to level 3. It's time to practice what you've learned. Now you can use your skills from levels 1 and 2 on different types of documents on Noteful. But for today, we'll focus on using these skills in your reading journal. I'll be showing you 3 examples so you can follow along with me. Alright, you made it to the bonus round. Here are the tips and tricks you really don't want to miss. Tip 1. The undo and redo buttons. When you're creating notes, these buttons on the toolbar let you fix errors quickly. Undo erases your last action if you make a mistake. Redo brings back the last thing you undid if you change your mind. This also works for other actions too, such as deleting a page by accident. Oops. You can undo your last action and in that sense, recover the deleted page. Tip 2. Mini keyboard. If you're using the type tool and typing your notes with the keyboard, you'll see it takes up half the screen. So when you're typing long notes like this, you'll have to scroll up to see the rest of the notes because the keyboard kinda gets in the way. Now you can minimize the keyboard by doing a pinch gesture. This way you can see your notes in full as you're typing. Use the mini keyboard as a one-handed type like you might do on your phone, or you can also tap the keys with your stylus. At the bottom of the keyboard you can drag it to move it around, pinch out and it goes back to the original size. Tip 3. Neater handwriting with the zoom window. When I'm writing with the pen tool, I'll usually zoom in on the screen like this, and this seems to give me more control and focus, so I tend to write neater. Now you can also try writing more precisely with the zoom window. First, go to the 3 dots up here to make sure you've enabled the zoom window. Then tap on the zoom window tool, and it opens up your zoom window here. Then drag this blue window to the part of the page you want to focus on so it shows up in the zoom window. You can magnify the zoom window like this, or drag it back out to zoom out. You can also do this with a pinch gesture. So now, regardless of where I am on the page, all of the writing happens down here, at the bottom of the iPad. And writing in this position here can feel more comfortable to you. But you can also adjust the level of the zoom window by moving it up and down to find your most comfortable writing position. And then you can simply start writing. Once my writing crosses the blue section, the zoom window automatically advances to the next section of the page. So I can just continuously write without having to shift the zoom window myself. And you can adjust the size of this blue section like this, and even hide it in the corner. If you do want to shift the zoom window on the page yourself, you can do so with these arrows here. Lastly, you can adjust the settings of the zoom window here with several options that include showing or hiding the writing tools. Tip 4. Convert handwriting to text with Scribble. Your iPad has a feature called Scribble, which helps you to automatically convert your handwriting to text if you're using a stylus. Go to your iPad settings, go to Apple Pencil, and then toggle on Scribble. So now when I'm using my text tool on Noteful, I simply write and this converts my handwriting to text in the text box. Tip 5. Adding web images with split view. If you want to quickly drag and drop web images into Noteful, you can make use of the iPad split view feature. First, go to your iPad settings and make sure that in the Multitasking and Gestures tab, Split View and Slide Over is selected. So now I can tap on these 3 dots at the top of the middle screen, tap Split View, and I can select to open any app on my screen here. For instance, I can pick my Photos app. But for web images, I'll tap on Safari. I'll add the image by holding down on it till it pops up and dragging it over to Noteful. Tip 6. The Noteful versus Hyperlink template super easy workaround. Okay, I'm sorry, I know that title isn't the most clear, so let me explain. Here's the sitch. At some point when you're going through your reading journal, you might reach the notes section and think, can I make a copy of this grid note page and then paste it somewhere else in the journal? And the answer is, heck yes. Tap the overview icon, select copy, then scroll up and paste it where you want, like behind Book Review 1. All good, right? Well, maybe not. You see, if I tap on this hyperlink to my grid note page, it should go to this page, which is the original page within the note section. So let's tap on the hyperlink to find out. And you'll see instead the hyperlink goes to the copy behind Book Review 1. A bit weird because it's not the original page with the attached hyperlink. So the quirky thing about Noteful is that it rearranges the hyperlinks based on the order the pages appear in the journal. Since the copied page is now before the original, the hyperlink will go to the copy instead. Ideally, you'll want your hyperlinks to go to the original pages within the same section. This helps keep the organization and structure cleaner. But no worries though, because there is a super easy workaround. Thanks to Reddit. So the workaround is to shift the entire note section before all the other sections in the journal. I'll go tap on Overview, tap Select the entire note section with its note page templates, tap and hold and shift it all the way in front. Right behind the map. So now when I copy a note page template, I can add it behind any page after the note section. Checking the hyperlink, it still goes to the grid page located in the note section with the other note templates. Sweet. Congratulations, you completed all the levels, you crushed it. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up to let me know. If you have any ideas for future content, anything at all that you want to see, shout it out in the comments below. So together, we can make the Juice Club better. Thanks for watching, see you next video.